to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Tua sets up to pass it.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Play action. It's Fields.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Zaven Collins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 15.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Zaven Collins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Buying time to his left. Space to run past the 20. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Kareem Hunt
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua going to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fields throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Fields. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Fields looking long for Thomas. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. He's going deep for Brown. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either. Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. It's on the ground, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Touchdown, Bears! Kareem Hunt, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force it.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all. On first down, Tagovailoa. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Looking to pass. Tua flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the...
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Dancing to his left. And He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Fields on first down.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Complete. Smith has it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you think on 3rd down and just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Chicago.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They've got to dig down deep, and they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here to 29. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they gave up the pick 6, and now the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you get.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make touchdown.
Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears use their short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darrington Evans.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And going deep for Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. The two are going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Fields slow, taken in there by Cooks. And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. Brad Smith. And out of bounds right around the 20. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy...
And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa.
Airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that one's out incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now it's Fields.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Noah Igbenogany.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take
to a hit, and the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And going deep for Hill. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Fields throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
On first down, it's Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Again, Fields.
Thomas brings it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now Fields.
And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 24. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Tua now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And going deep for Hill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down.